Nakipagkwentuhan ang Filipino Science Hub sa 4 na mga batang propesor sa UP, partikular na sa mga areas ng physics, chemistry, biology at mathematics. Hininga namin sila ng kanilang obserbasyon sa mga batang nasa kolehiyo na nagdaan sa K-12 curriculum. Narito ang ilan sa kanilang mga pagbabahagi.
Can you comment on the current learning behavior of students? Do you think the behavior of our current students affect the way they absorb knowledge and critical thinking?
Yung mga students naman, well, kung makikita natin yung learning behavior ng mga students, they are mature learners and active learners. Kasi sa klase, kahit yung iba hindi nagpa-participate, meron talagang iba na nagtatanong mismo dun sa klase. So, habang nagde-discuss ako, any questions, may nagtatanong agad. So, meron agad feedback. And then, yung mga nahihiya, usually after class, they tend to approach me. Ayun, and then ask their questions. Usually, yung mga tanong nila, hindi yung tungkol dun sa topic mismo, kundi dahil sa curiosity nila. So, kung paano maa-apply yung chemistry sa totoong buhay. Ayun. So, natutuwa ako kasi yung mga students, yun nga, tama nga yung sinasabi nila, advance mag-isip. Ayun. So, advance talaga sila mag-isip and yun nga, they tend to learn on their own. Although may mga challenge na kinakaharap, mahirap sa kanila kasi kulang ang kanilang basic knowledge on chemistry. They tend to attend review sessions na for audit lang. So, ibig sabihin, walang grade. Pero uma-attend pa rin sila. Walang incentive, pero uma-attend pa rin sila. Ayun. So, luckily, merong mga opportunities sa university. So, meron naman kasing learning resource center ang university where the students can go. Kung kailangan nila ng learning resources, pwede silang pumunta doon. Ayun. So, suking-suki po ang LRC. And then, pangalawa, yung aming IC library. Sa institute po kasi merong library. So, sa tuwing may quiz ako, so before our meeting, ang klase ko po kasi ay 2:30. So, kapag pumupunta po ako ng IC library ng mga alauna, makikita ko punong-puno yung library ng mga estudyante ko. Ayun. So, ibig sabihin, nag-aaral po talaga sila and masipag po talaga silang mag-aral. And then, pangalawa po, they make use of technology. Ayun. Ako po kasi very traditional. I want my students to take down notes. Ayun. Pero, yung mga estudyante po kasi ay comfortable with the use of technology. So, yung iba gusto tablet, nandun yung PowerPoint presentations, and then they have this stylus ba yung tawag doon? Doon na lang sila magsusulat. Meron silang parang notebook doon sa tablet nila. Ina-allow po yun. Yun nga lang, para i-allow mo sila for a class of 120 students, mahirap kapag hindi ka nag-iikot sa buong lecture hall kasi baka iba na yung buting tingin, hindi na yung materials, hindi na yung lesson. Ayun. So may mga limitations din po yung use ng technology. Pero syempre, kailangan po natin yang i-address. So yung ginawa ko po ay nag-iikot po talaga ako. Kahit malaki yung room, nag-iikot ako. Ayun, kailangan energetic ka ho doon. And then pangalawa, the students are skeptical. Kahit napakasimpleng mga tanong, as teacher, mapapaisip ka. Oo nga, no? Ayan. Kasi may mga observations sila in our physical world. May mga observations sila na, yun nga, gusto nilang gamitin yung concepts in chemistry or concepts in physics. Pero hindi nila magamit kasi kulang pa yung kanilang knowledge. Ayun. So natutuwa naman ako sa tawag doon behavior ng mga senior high school students. At naniniwala ako na although we have these challenges, makakaya nila to. Makakaya nilang matuto. Makakaya nila yung mga challenges na kinakaharap nila. Ayun, maraming salamat po.
All right. So, the question is yung current learning behavior of students, no? I have to give it to senior high school, the additional 2 years. In terms of research, kasi may mga yung sa research talaga, in fairness, our students, senior high school graduates, the additional 2 years, talagang maganda yung write-up. Lalo na kapag galing kang STEM strand. No, maganda rin yung topics nila. They can think outside the box, they can question that box, and they can actually give more inputs. Kasi nga, feeling ko hasasya with additional 2 years. And they do have a research subject actually sa high school, which is very good. So hindi lang to puro critic, we also giving positive feedback sa senior high school, no? But there is one thing I want to note in terms of learning behavior. I don't know, pero feeling ko systemic din siya, and talagang Filipino attitude in terms of kapag nag-check kami ng quizzes or exam, they are more concerned on their points. I mean, anong sagot sa number 1, tapos mag-check na sana yung papel niya. I think it has to break. The idea that you are too conscious about your grade and what points you're getting, you are gearing away from the idea of learning. So, feeling ko it has to break, and kasi systemic siya from elementary to high school. Ganun na kasi yung cases in terms of sana wag nating i-emphasize yung points but more on what have you gained after this, no? So yun yung isa sa mga learning behavior na pinipilit naming i-demystify sa college at sa courses namin. Of course, you will be graded by the points that you take, but the point that you obtained. But what good is a point if hindi mo naman siya talaga naintindihan? So yun lang yung gusto namin i-emphasize. And then most of our students are pinanganak ng 1999, 2000. These are digital natives, early onset of their lives. At the age of 5 or 4, they are already with screen. So, and they are already doodling with their we have to maximize that resource na kailangan magamit din natin at ma-blend yung ganung technology in terms of multimodal types of learning for this digital natives. Ayun po.
Ayan. Thank you, Sir. We'll move to Sir Ben.
Before sa learning behavior, so muna sabihin yung behavior nila sa start. Kasi pag sa lecture, minsan nagpapa-raise hands ako sa start ng SEM. Sino dito ang confident sa math? Sino dito ang natatakot sa math? Sino dito yung talagang may difficulty sa math? So, based sa mga nag-raise ng hands, intimidated sila actually kahit sa first day lang ng class, no? Kasi yung iba hindi from STEM, or iba kahit from STEM, alam nilang nakalimutan na nila yung mga tinuro sa calculus. So sa start pa lang nandun na yung takot nila. So yung iba, may case nga after diagnostic exam, umalis na siya sa UP, as in umuwi na lang siya sa province niya. So ganong level yung iba. Pero hindi yan lahat, no? Marami naman nagstay. And so yung iba dahil feeling nila hindi na makarelate, hindi nakikinig, mga uninterested na sila. Yung behavior naman ng learning mismo, mixed yung masasabi ko. May mga onte na super sipag, yung lahat ng mga questions sa module, sasagutan, even sa net, naghahanap, sasagutan. But then again, handful lang yun, no? May maraming students ang gusto ay ibigay mo sa kanila lahat. Pero yung frustration namin sa side namin, yung nag-effort ka na gumawa ng kung ano modules. Tapos pa-reading assignment mo, pa-try mo sa kanila na homework, yung exercises. Tapos gusto mo rin ibigay sa kanila yun as yun na mismo yung extra nila. Tapos malaman mo na hindi nila sinagutan. Parang ito na mismo yung tanong na ibibigay namin sa graded exercises. Basically parang tinest namin kung talagang babasahin nila. Pero wala. So, sa amin, discouragement yon na binigay na namin lahat, pero wala silang pakialam. So, medyo nainggit ako sa sinabi ni Sir Ralph kanina, no, na parang sobrang gustong-gusto ng mga students na ito mag-learn and so on. So, medyo nakakainggit siya sa part na yon. And, naniniwala ba ako na makaka-affect yung behavior nila sa pag-absorb? Yes, definitely. So, yung mga gustong-gusto talaga mag-aral, sila yung kita mo na naintindihan agad nila, nakapag-advance sila, and sobrang nag-excel. But a big number, kung hindi man majority, ay yung nakri-cripple na dahil dun nga sa idea na sa kanila, mahina ako sa math, hindi talaga para sa akin to. So dun pa lang, pag nag-block na sila ng utak nila, hindi para sa akin to. So wala na, dead end na. No, sa part na yon, nakita ko talaga na malaking factor yung attitude. May time pa na sobrang disappointed ako sa ilang estudyante na bakit nasa UPLB itong mga to. Sobrang simple ng tanong, hindi nila kaya. Parang ganon. Tapos only to find out, sa ibang courses pala sila yung nagtatap. So medyo sampal sa akin yun. So wala akong karapatan na i-judge sila. So na-review ako doon. But naisip ko doon, bakit sila sobrang nag-excel doon? For me, mahirap yun. Tapos dito sa math, talagang kahit yung basic, hindi talaga nila nagawa. So yung isang learning ko is, basta takot na sila or feeling nila hindi nila kayang aralin, black na ears, black na eyes, so wala na. So sa part na yon, mahalaga talaga na makatulong tayo, na mabago yung view nila regarding math. Kasi di ba, ito yung well-known na hindi pang masa. So job natin na gawing simple sa kanila. And mag-i-start yun kapag nag-grasp nila yung basic, dadali ang karamihan ng topics. Ayun. Decent number of students, so, yan, yung like ko nga kanina, yung iba hindi talaga nakikinig. So gadget na lang. Yun yung mahirap sa large class sa case ko. Kasi madalas na-assign ako sa hindi wireless na mic at hindi gumagana yung pointer. So katulad sa Sir Ralph, maganda sa large class nakakaikot ka. Pero kung hindi gumagana ang pointer at walang wireless na mic, may pagka no choice ka kundi nasa harap lang. So sa mga ganung cases, talagang makikita mo, nagsa-cellphone na lang tumato. Kahit nasabihan mo, parang wala. So yun. So ang laki nung effect nung behavior nila sa pag-excel nila sa class. Yun lang po.
Ayan, thank you, Sir Ben. Last, si Sir Dustin.
Yan. So yung question, do you think the behavior of our current students affects the way they absorb knowledge and critical thinking? Absolutely yes. So ito isa sa mga personal observations ko. Tama yung mga sinabi ng iba nating professors na nagsalita na that they are technology dependent. So which is somehow good kasi information, yung resources, madali yung access nila. But sometimes, dahil sobrang dependent sila sa technology, so minsan yung mga estudyante, sir, hindi ko po ma-send yung solutions ko. Sir, bakit yung question nyo hindi ko makita yung sagot sa internet? So parang lahat na lang ay parang binabase nila or kailangan nasa internet. And second, siguro they are easily distracted by the social media. So, minsan, kapag sinesearch ko yung classes ko, so, kunwari Twitter, wala man akong Twitter, pero when I search my class, if it's a 51 this section sa class, makita ko, ang dami nilang like comments, ang dami nilang suggestions, which is okay na nababasa ko, pero they have more time para mag-social media kaysa sa kung ginamit siguro nila yan na pang-review or whatever yung time nila. So, siguro, observation din, their maturity towards learning. So siguro tama si Sir Jeker kasi usually yung mga estudyante ko gusto ko agad makita yung grades nila. Ano yung sir, na-checkan niyo na po ba? Ano po yung points? Bakit po kulang pa ako ng ganito? Baka po may maling check. So i-check talaga nila yan. Which is okay in a sense na concerned sila sa grade nila. But in terms of their perspective towards learning na dahil point system siya, doon lang sila para nagbe-base. Pero I think since sa senior high school, mas maganda siguro since parang first year, second year college and sila. Let's help them to develop intrinsic or internal motivation and to parang mas makilala nila yung sarili nila as self-learners. Kasi kung ang motivation lang nila is to get high grades, so usually kapag start ng klase, lagi ako part ng survey. So, ang isa kong question doon, do you hate physics, or it's just a requirement to your course? And usually, the answer is either you hate physics at it's just a requirement to my course. Sabi ko, it's okay that you hate physics. It's okay, more okay if you love physics. But if you answer, it's just a part of the requirement of your course. Parang, ang sakit naman kasi parang physics, one of the most fundamental science. Dapat nakita sana ng mga estudyante yung importance nito. So siguro, start natin sa senior high school na let's not train our students to be points and grade conscious, but more on develop their intrinsic motivation and maturity towards learning in general. So, lastly, siguro isang nakita ko their attitude towards handling stress. Marami akong estudyante na, syempre, nababalitaan natin ngayon, marami talagang estudyante na nag-express or clinically nasasabi nila that they are mentally unhealthy or may depression, for instance. So, yung usually some of my students, nagpapaperma sila na hindi sila makaka-take ng exam. Hindi sila nakatake ng exam kasi meron silang inataka sila ng depression nila or some illness. So which is sa akin, syempre as a teacher, hindi naman ako personally trained to handle those type of students, for instance. So nakikita ko parang rampant through the years, so mula ng first year teaching ko until now, mas dumadami yung estudyante na parang sobrang nasa stress sa pag-aaral. Sabi ko, bakit kaya? So siguro yung isang estudyante na sinabi niya sa akin, hindi siya sanay na sabay-sabay yung requirement, sabay-sabay yung exam, malayo sa pamilya. So sabi ko, siguro dapat matrain din from senior high school na sanayin natin sila na mag-mature and to handle stress as early as from grades 11 and 12. Kasi pagdating ng college, kung spoon-feed at binibaby pa rin natin yung ating mga senior high school students, sobrang drastic, sobrang affected sila pagdating ng university kasi hindi naman nag-uusap yung mga prof na, estudyante ko yan, bawasan yung requirement kasi baka ma-stress. So wala namang ganong kumbaga pag-uusap yung nangyayari. So maganda siguro, let's prepare our students na uti-uti nasanay sila na to thrive on their own. So yung last ko na sinabi dito towards the learning behavior of not all but some of the students, first, relationship to self as a learner. So some students are not confident about themselves. Sabi nga kasi nila yung iba, insecure sila, hindi sila STEM graduate or hindi ganon yung foundation nila kahit STEM graduate. So let's help them to build their confidence. Kasi sabi nga ni Sir Okay na magagaling talaga yung mga estudyante. Hindi lang siguro nabigyan ng tamang opportunity to learn and to develop themselves siguro. And knowing the learning style might help them. Personally kasi ako, nalaman ko na yung learning style ko, nagma-masters na ako ng undergrad. Parang lang ako, normal student na sige, bahala na lang, mag-cram na lang sa pag-aaral. But as early as in senior high school, if we help our student to know their learning style, since alam naman natin in 1 hour lecture, for instance, merong talagang mabilis pumick up, merong hindi ganun kabilis compared sa iba. So let's acknowledge na merong different learning capabilities and rate yung mga estudyante. So let's help them know their learning style. And again, enhance their intrinsic motivation. Kasi ako naniniwala kung intrinsic yung motivation of students, they will kahit nahihirapan sila, they will thrive to learn more, to read and put extra effort. So yung second, towards the behavior of the students, relationship with others. So they are really, really very vocal. Unlike in our times, natatakot kaming magpaalam sa teachers para lumabas or bumili ng food or magtanong. But these students, K-12 graduates, are really very vocal. They express themselves, they talk, and they know how to address or to express their opinions, which is good kasi sabi nga minsan after lecture, and daming estudyanteng pipila kagad sa'yo, may ka-clarify, itatanong, which is okay. But again, siguro maganda rin na makita ng students what will be the boundary to consider.
Connection again.
Ayan, nawala. Sir, last. Anyway, mukhang last na yun, di ba?
Yes, lost. Hello?
Yan.
Hello? Okay po ba? Sorry nawala. Okay na
Okay.
po ba? Okay. So yung last siguro, relationship with the curriculum. Yan, last na po ito. So let's help them to the norm of self-paced learning. So yung self-paced learning, siguro last year ko lang po siya nabasa, na sikat siya abroad. So basahin ko lang po yung definition niya. Sabi dito, self-paced learning is a specific learning method in which the learner is also in control of the amount of material they consume, as well as the duration of time they need to learn the new information properly. So since given na iba-iba yung background ng students natin, given po na iba-iba yung learning styles nila and learning capabilities, so yung self-paced learning, pwede po siguro natin i-incorporate para hindi lang lecture tayo ng lecture, but we also help these students to know their learning styles, to develop their habits, and to develop their intrinsic motivation. Lagi ko siyang sinasabi kasi totoo po siya sa akin, na parang hindi mo ko mapipilit na mag-aral ng 24 hours para pumasa sa subject. Hindi mo ko mapipilit na gawin to at this time. Di ba dapat ginagawa mo na yan? So dapat nagsusulat ka na, nagsusolve ka na ng problem at this time. Pero ako, since nakita ko na kung ano yung pacing ko, kung ano yung learning style ko, so kahit pa nahihirapan ako ng master's, syempre, nagpe-prepare for comprehensive exam, nag-thesis, plus teaching in UPLB. I'm studying in Manila. So, yung time management, kung kailan ako nag-aaral, paano mag-aral, na-discover ko siya altogether on my own self-paced learning. So, siguro, kung ma-explore natin to at matry natin ma-share sa ating mga estudyante as early as in their senior high school. So, hindi sila mahihirapan mag-adjust. Lalo na ngayon sa pandemic na to, baka mag-iba yung mode of teaching natin, pwedeng via Zoom or kung ano technology-based way ng ating delivery of classes. So, I think sobrang helpful kung kahit sa atin, matutunan natin itong self-paced na ito at ma-develop yung intrinsic motivation. And by that, how can we help our students for self-paced learning by enhancing comprehension and internal motivation. Again, paulit-ulit siya, pero kasi sobrang totoo siya sa akin. Kaya gusto ko siya sa laging inuulit. Kasi proven talaga na kapag yun, kahit pa iwanan natin yung estudyante natin, feel ko kahit hindi yan, STEM strand, engineering course, kaya na mag-cope up, kaya nang matuto on his or her own, kasi tama yung placing niya towards learning. So siguro yun po yung akin for some observation for the learning behavior of our students.
Ayan. Okay, thank you po sa mga sagot nyo. Napakadaming insights na binigay sa atin ng ating mga teachers and professors. So, I guess nagbo-boil down lang yun sa number one, I think yung pag-reinforce natin sa mga positive na behavior ng students natin. Number two, siguro, we should not treat technology as bad, but as a complement to our learning experience, kasi kung yun yung naiintindihan ng mga estudyante natin, so we need to keep up with them. Pero hindi talaga siya totally dependent sa technology, kasi hindi naman lahat ng students is merong ganun. So as a complement lang. And yung laging sinasabi ni Sir Dustin na intrinsic motivation sa study habits yan. So, I guess dapat talaga siyang matackle sa high school pa lamang. Ay dapat nang magkaroon ng ganyang attitude yung mga estudyante natin.
This video is brought to you by the Filipino Science Hub.
For more of our webinar videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And for more updates from the Filipino Science Hub, please follow our social media accounts.